top women's golfers are scouted each year by the University of Texas Athletic Department. In 2005, 4 were offered scholarships, and one of them was Meredith McMahon, who today wraps up the final weeks of her broadcast news degree, getting ready to graduate at the end of May.
Oh my God!
Did you try out?
No. You try out? I think I got it.
What makes Meredith stand out from her peers is her battle with cystic fibrosis that began at 7 months old. CF is diagnosed in only one of about 4,000 children born in the United States, and treatment can be an extensive process.
I was supposed to do probably 3 hours, but I kind of worked out with my doctors for I can only do 2. So I do breathing treatments, and then I put on, they call it the vest. So I do this for 30 minutes, and then at the end I'm supposed to do a cough to get all the yucky stuff.
And your ab, your disc, I'm sure you're taking still, Voltaren. How about Biaxin?
Yes.
Yes.
As a senior in high school, Meredith was diagnosed with arthritis, basically ending her competitive golf career. Since she committed to the University of Texas before her diagnosis, Meredith's spot on the golf team was honored.
I'm visiting my rheumatology doctor today. It's just a checkup, but probably gonna have to get a cortisone shot in my knee.
Meredith's CF is milder than average and does not hamper everyday activities. But it does restrict Meredith from taking top-notch arthritis medications, requiring regular doctor's visits.
Probably correct. I'm sorry that's going to burn and sting in there just a little bit. Easy for me to say. Are you doing okay, or am I killing you? There you go. Well, let me talk to the guy here locally and see from his perspective how he feels that the CF is doing right now, and see if he would let me give you something. I mean, we got to do something better to control these other joints. I mean, I think the knee will do okay. I mean, it'll settle it down for a few months here, but.
Okay.
The average life expectancy for someone with CF is 37 years, with many dying of lung failure in their 20s and 30s.
Most kids with CF, when they go to college, is when their lung functions and their numbers really drop because they're like on their own, it's freedom. But I think I probably went 2 months straight without doing my treatments my first semester in college, where I didn't even touch them. And that really showed. I ended up having to go into the hospital that first semester, the end of my first semester here. This is my can of goodies.
With graduation looming, Meredith will need to find a way to continue her treatments when she's completely on her own, especially with the price she would have to pay without insurance if her arthritis decides to flare up.
It was an injection that I had to get once a month for my arthritis, and each injection was about $14,000.
New federal CHIP and S-CHIP legislation provides 4 million previously unqualified children with health insurance, raising the number from 7 million to potentially 12 million over the next 5 years. But Texas still ranks last in the United States in percentage of population insured. Texas State Senator Elliot Shapley, a Democrat from El Paso, authored Senate Bill 577, which would provide CHIP at a discounted rate to families 200 to 300% above the federal poverty line.
This is ground zero of the United States in terms of the number of people that don't have health insurance. There's a lot of reasons for that, but mostly there's not a lot of employer-based insurance here in Texas.
What are we getting? We're getting 1 Coke, cereal, milk, coffee.
Stephanie Dickey is working towards an associate's degree in nursing while raising her 4-year-old, Finley. Both Stephanie and Finley are uninsured.
Man, we are budget people. We clip coupons, we shop for the ads, we go to all the different grocery stores on the weekends and buy what's on sale at that store. We shop at the Salvation Army on Saturdays.
It catches students a lot because they're using a lot of their income to go to school. So they're having to pay tuition. They're already working for probably fairly low salaries because they don't have their degrees yet. And so they don't qualify for these programs because they make a little bit more than the current income levels.
And there's not a lot of options for those young adults.
Kit Abney is the program director for Insure-A-Kit with Seton Medical in Austin, Texas. According to the Kaiser Foundation, 1 in 4 adults in the state is uninsured. And while financial strains play a big part, having a pre-existing condition is especially difficult.
They're unfunded. Their parents can no longer get health insurance for them.
Mom, Daddy need coffee.
He does need coffee.
For Senator Shapley, people like Stephanie are the face of healthcare reform in Texas.
I think what we need to hear more from is the nurse that you just described, the families that don't have health insurance.
Stephanie's husband is insured through his employer, but adding Stephanie and Finley to the coverage would cost an additional $500 a month with a $2,000 deductible, something the family cannot afford while Stephanie is in school.
But we are truly the people that are right stuck in the middle. We don't qualify for any programs, but we can't afford it either.
And while Meredith wraps up another day on the golf course,
This could go anywhere.
the reality of life after college sets in.
As far as me getting a job, the number one thing that I have to look for and make sure I have is medical coverage. Basically, I have to have that. That's the most important thing.
Though CHIP and S-CHIP expansion will provide much-needed aid to families that are well enough off to remain unqualified for Medicare or Medicaid, it is possible for Stephanie and Meredith to get lost in the shuffle.
I plan on living to be 95, having 30 kids, and going to be the cute grandma.
For ABC News on Campus, Joseph Malaris, Austin.